Like a long-running soap opera, the Uniform Civil Code repeatedly finds itself in the limelight with every plot twist. The most recent one being the BJP government's renewed push for it. The aim of the Uniform Civil Code is to establish a set of laws that applies to all citizens irrespective of their religion, specifically in matters of civil significance. Currently, the Indian legal system consists of two distinct sets of laws, criminal and civil. Criminal laws are uniform, meaning they apply to every citizen without exception. However, civil laws can vary depending on a person's religion or customs, much like a customized protocol. As of now, people abide by distinct civil laws based on their religious or cultural backgrounds. But to have one civil law for all communities in a country as diverse as India, is this even possible? We have already seen opposition to this idea by tribal communities like MKHC, a conglomerate of church bodies, and not to mention Muslim groups who see this as yet another attack on religious freedom. It all started with a brief mention in the Indian Constitution, specifically Article 44, which nudges the state to strive for a uniform civil code. It's not a must-have, it's more like the Constitution saying, hey, it would be nice if... But recently, we had Prime Minister Narendra Modi pushing the idea and bringing it to the public discussion table. The idea is to have a single law that would apply to all citizens in a bid to promote unity and equal rights. Picture this as replacing a patchwork of quilt of different religious laws with a single, seamless blanket of Uniform Civil Code. But the government has given some indication that a UCC may not apply to tribes in the Northeast, Chhattisgarh or Jharkhand, for example. So it remains to be seen whether this idea of uniformity will be uniform at all. Currently, each religion in India has its own set of personal laws, like multiple scripts for different characters in our soap opera. If common law steps into the picture, it will dissolve existing laws like the Hindu Marriage Act, Hindu Succession Act, and Muslim Personal Application Act, replacing them with a single common law. Imagine the systemic shift this would create. From diverse religious laws that vary in their treatment of marriage, divorce, inheritance, etc., we move to a one-size-fits-all approach. Let's begin with the largest group, the Hindus. Jawaharlal Nehru, with his vision for a forward-thinking and contemporary India, backed the Hindu Code Bill, first introduced in 1947. The Hindu Code Bill was an initiative aimed at compiling and updating the personal laws for Hindus concerning matters like matrimony, separation, adoption, and inheritance rights. While these measures aim to foster unity among religions, there is still potential for further modifications and improvement. The current laws like the Hindu Marriage Act and the Hindu Succession Act could face the chop. The twist, some portions of the Hindu Succession Act, which lean towards favoring the husband's family as primary heirs, could potentially be revamped to offer more equal rights. Right now, the law plays a bit like this. When a wife passes away, her husband's family members stand in the limelight as the primary inheritors of her property. Meanwhile, the wife's own parents and siblings get a less glamorous supporting role, considering only as secondary heirs. This particular plot twist has been met with fierce critique. It's akin to an ardent fan filing a petition with their highest court, pushing for a script rewrite. The other big question is if the common law will abolish the Hindu undivided family as a tax-exempt category. Remember, the HUF as a tax entity doesn't exist in any other religion. Even though a 2018 Law Commission report suggested its abolition and clearly stated that the HUF has been used for tax avoidance. Next, we take a glance at the second largest group with the plot, a section of the media portrays as unacceptably cliched. With practices such as instant triple talaq already declared illegal and controversial practices like nikah halala and muta potentially becoming ineffective, the common law could be a game changer. Polygamy, accepted under the Muslim law, though not exclusive to the community, could be toppled by the common law. As it stands, Muslim law doesn't roll out the red carpet for adoption. Muslim couples under the Muslim personal law can't claim legal parenthood of the adopted child. The script of succession and inheritance under Muslim law could also see an overhaul. Presently, it allocates different shares to sons, daughters, and the mother in case of husband's death. Even the rights of an illegitimate child vary between Sunni and Shia law. The common law could rewrite these tangled rules, offering a more consistent approach. Sikh couples who currently perform their marriages under the Anand Marriage Act refer to the Hindu Marriage Act for divorces. The Anand Act has no provisions for divorce. Under the common law, this would change. Now let's talk about the Parsi personal law. At present, their laws don't recognize the rights of adopted daughters, and adopted sons have limited inheritance rights. With the introduction of a common law, there might be a surprise character arc where adoptive children can get equal rights, changing the dynamics of the Parsi storyline. Under the current Indian Christian Marriage Act, a civil divorce cannot automatically result in annulment or dissolution of marriage within the church. The revisions to them could entail major changes to their laws regarding marriage, divorce, and inheritance. Common law may infringe on the unique sacramental nature of Christian marriage as defined by the Church's ecclesial laws. Most important, the non-recognition of divorce by the Catholic Church will be changed. So what is happening now? Last month, the 22nd Law Commission of India, chaired by former Karnataka High Court Chief Justice Rituraj Avasthi, solicited the opinions of religious organizations and the general public on the subject. What's your opinion? Tell us in the comments below.
The subscription model is something that keeps newslaundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to newslaundry and pay to keep news free, और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आजाद है खबरें.